Japan just made its boldest move yet on cannabis. And honestly, the news is both exciting and a little nerve-wracking. Let me break it down for you. On December 6, 2023, Japanese lawmakers did something no one really expected. They officially gave the green light to medical cannabis products. It's historic. For the first time, patients, especially those with severe epilepsy, can now legally access treatments like Epidiolex, a prescription CBD medication. For families who've been fighting for this, it's a massive step. But here's where things get complicated. At the same time, Japan slammed the brakes on recreational use. Before this reform, there was a weird loophole. If you were caught using cannabis but didn't actually have any on you, technically you couldn't be charged. Possession? Illegal. Cultivation? Illegal. But use? Not exactly a crime. Well, as of December 2024, that loophole is gone. Now, just using cannabis, whether or not you're holding, can land you up to 7 years in prison. 7 years. That's one of the harshest penalties in the world for simple use. Why so strict? It all comes down to Japan's culture. There's this deep belief in purity, order, and group harmony. Drug use isn't seen as a personal choice, it's social deviance. If a celebrity or athlete is caught with cannabis, their career is basically over. Public shaming, blacklisting, and even erasing them from media happens all the time. But there's a twist in all this. While the government is doubling down on cannabis crackdowns, there's another problem that experts are worried about: synthetic cannabinoids. These are lab-made chemicals, sometimes called spice or dapo habu, that mimic THC but can be way more dangerous. Here's the kicker: when one synthetic version is banned, chemists just tweak the formula a little bit, and suddenly it's legal again. It's a never-ending game. Plus, these synthetics are unpredictable. Some can cause violent reactions, seizures, even death, way riskier than natural cannabis, which has never caused a fatal overdose. Experts are sounding the alarm that these tough penalties might actually push people towards synthetics just because they're easier to get and harder to trace. That's a scary thought. So, where does that leave Japan? On the one hand, it's joining the global movement to recognize cannabis as legitimate medicine. On the other, it's sticking with some of the world's strictest anti-cannabis laws. And here's a bit of irony for you. Japan actually has a long tradition of hemp use, from clothing to food to religious rituals. Even now, some Shinto shrines use sacred hemp ropes. But after World War II, the laws changed and the country shifted from embracing hemp to criminalizing it. In short, Japan's cannabis journey is a real balancing act. Medical patients finally have hope, but the battle over personal use, synthetic dangers, and deep cultural stigma is far from over. As Japan steps forward and backward all at once, I can't help but wonder, will science and culture ever find common ground? Or is this debate just getting started?